Hello, and thank you for turning into my video on recruitment and retainment of the generational diverse workforce. I would like to focus on baby boomers and millennials and appeal to their non-monetary compensation packages. What are we preparing for? The issue. We want to remain competitive as an organization, so we have to get ahead with recruitment and retention tools that are attractive to top talent with focus on baby boomers and the millennials. Future trends show that job seekers are becoming more aware of the non-monetary compensation due to reasons of healthcare costs rising. Benefits really aren't compensating enough for them. Currently estimated that 43% of the healthcare organizations have trouble filling vacancies, with an added rate of 15% in turnover. Also, over the next 10 years, 1/4 of the job growth will be in healthcare. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, their workforce will be made up mostly of the two generations, baby boomers and millennials, which is a reason to present things to attract those two generations. Currently, it's estimated that anywhere between 20 to 40% of the healthcare employees are unhappy with their work-life balances. This leads to lower productivity, quality of safety and/or work for patient and co-worker, increased turnover, less appeal to outside talent, leading to lost revenues. The standard healthcare benefits are becoming increasingly hard for organizations to finance due to the continued rising cost of the healthcare. So that's where the low or no cost rewards are of interest with limited budgets towards healthcare packages. It should be known that these non-monetary compensations have shown to equal anywhere between 20 to 60% of the value of cash, and this could be a way to seal the deal when recruiting top talent or retaining your talent from other competitors. What are impacts of providing and appealing non-monetary compensations? Increase competitive advantage in the market, appeal to the outside talent. You can increase retention rates among current employee base, show loyalty both from the organization and the employee. By keeping and/or hiring more employee, it has shown to help the surrounding community in identity, community involvement, health, increased tax base, and it is just a general job creator. What are the impacts of providing appealing to monetary compensations on employee organization? It increases the percentage of employees that stay loyal and are pleased to work for the organization, which can lead to increases for the organization. Increases in revenue, this would be seen in less turnover, increased quality of work and safety, increase in overall retention and experience, overall increase in productivity, increase in patients being treated with increase of the quality of care. And in doing this, a study has shown that it can increase the productivity by 12% and leading to an outperforming the incoming competition by 20%. Scope of the project for human resources. Human resources will play the significant role to help develop new compensation packages, ensuring employees understand the value of their compensation package and maintain organizational values. This will have to be communicated to corporate strategy and goals with the policies, ensure senior leaders set the direction, provide means of evaluation, cost, and feedback with adjustment when recognized, provide means for marketing of compensation packages through web, mail, inter-office, or even during the interviews. They'll have to use research-based data to help support the initiatives, articles, interviews, surveys, and etc. HR also would have to rewrite policies, skill sets, compensation packages to meet the needs and follow organizational values. Human resources will also have to follow guidelines and laws such as the Equal Employment Opportunity, Fair Labor, Family and Medical Leave Act, Joint Commission, the JCAHO, as well as internal policies. The fundamentals of the time and cost and resources for this. The rollout ideally could be over 5 years with 1 to 3 year reviews when needed. The reviews could be conducted by HR, risk, top leadership with feedback from lower management and employees. Resources could be education, training, and marketing teams with a committee made up of the HR, risk management, top leadership, again with feedback from the frontline employees, which is important because frontline employees are the ones that understand what they want and don't want. Costs, short-term upfront costs could be with the education, marketing of this, developing. Of course, trial and error comes along with it. Long-term could be the continued marketing and continued education. A strategy. For this, an interview was conducted to help provide indicator data points along with current class material, and based off of that, strategies would come up. The interviews included 2 separate open interviews, one with 8 undergrads projected to graduate this summer of 2018 from a local community university, ages 21 to 23, fit to millennial. A second held with 6 experienced emergency nurses from a small local regional hospital. Ages ranged from 49 to 67, fall into the baby boomers. The top 3 areas of interest for the millennials were flexible work schedules, room for upward growth, and school loan debt aid rather than retirement. For the nurses, top 3 concerns were vacation time, not connected to their PTB time. They wanted earned vacation time, flexible schedules, seniority ability to not work weekends and or holidays, and increased staffing. For the purpose of this strategy, the increased staffing will not be looked at. That is a non-monetary compensation and does not fit the requirements of low cost or no cost. With flexible schedules, this is within current class reading materials and through interviews. Consistency is mainly what both groups were looking for. A lot of frontline workers anymore come to realize their schedules are very inconsistent. You could look at working longer work days, allowing for shorter work weeks. But keep in mind, longer shifts should not offset patient care or create overtime. Seniority could be looked at to have capability to choose their hours and when capable, seek time off on weekends and holidays. Work from home when able is another thing that a lot of people are looking into and enjoy. Financial aid for school debt. I would suggest instead of paying towards retirement with company matching, maybe set up some form of aid towards paying towards school debt with company matching. It's the same thing, but one goes towards retirement, one goes towards school debt, whatever you would choose. Vacation time. The longer an employee stays, the more vacation days they can acquire. I suggest up to 1 full week. These days do not count towards their PTB time. But it should be noted, these are subject to work behavior of their tenure. If someone has a history of routinely calling off, as an example, they may not fall into a category of earning vacation time. Room for growth. I read an article that said provide unpaid internships into the department, allowing those to gain the skills and knowledge for potential growth. The article provided said it helps organizations. It's inexpensive, provides worker energy, it's fresh ideals, and creates overall better employees and sets them up for future growth. Benefits and consequences of doing this. Benefits. Costs can offset by the increase of productivity and quality with less turnover. Overall appeal of the organization. This can keep and recruit or persuade from other competition. Increased ideals from recruiting top talent and allowing internships. Doing this again could increase your productivity by 12% and help outperform incoming competition by 20%. Consequences. HR would have to ensure that this is not just new employees. Current employees could start to feel overlooked and become unhappy, which could lead to the rabbit hole of underperforming. This project could take longer to develop due to constant market changes. This could eventually shape the market, and local competition could readjust and equal the field once again, causing the organization to reevaluate its packages for non-monetary. This concludes my slides. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.